Alright, hello everyone. So this is Tuesday. Let's get started. This is Tuesday, so Monday, this is what happened. Now with gold, as you know, we didn't have a swing day on Monday. If you wanted to buy the lows on Monday, the best time was actually this zone here where the market went up. Other than that, there was not much happening. Now also yesterday I noted the news as well. There's news coming out, so please be mindful of the news this week. It's going to cause some volatility in the markets. Okay, it's actually a good time to trade as well if you get your hours right and your technical analysis with the right pricing. So with gold, as you can see, the market is kind of like going down, and that's fine. That's an impulse wave, so a bit of an up move to sell off looks like a good idea. Wednesday is the swing day, so if we push up into Wednesday at the Astro hours at the right price, for example, which can be a weekly pivot, or up here where the market can close that gap and do a good buy kiss, let's say let me turn this into a 1 hour chart and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so for example, okay, yeah, selling at the weekly pivot up here is not a bad idea. Okay, the second option is, let's see, maybe it can be from here, from the low to the low, and let's draw this as well, from this low to that low. Okay, so this zone up here can be a place where the market can sell off. It's an impulse wave down. As you can see, it's a big push down. Now there's a big gap here, which is fine. Okay, so after this big gap, we might have like an ABC retracement. Because this is pretty huge, we can have a retracement all the way up there. Okay, now the two options here, we're either going to go up into Wednesday and sell off, or we're going to come down lower into a lower price, and then from here take off. Okay, so both are doable. So waiting for Wednesday I think is the better option for this one. Okay, because otherwise you're going to get chopped up in between nowhere, and a good price to sell here is going to be at least up here 37.5. okay, where there's a bit of a gap, there's a big gap here, and so on. So be mindful of that, and this is going to be the first resistance zone, this weekly pivot zone here, because this is where a sell-off happened, which broke that level there. Okay, so be mindful with gold. Like I said, you can wait for the swing day to trade it. It's not a problem at all. Okay, at the end of the day though, we are at support levels, so both buying into the swing day to push up is okay. Today our support is at 38, which is 2,281. So the market has got room to come down as well. 2,281 is there. This is why I said we could also make a, could also come down a little bit. If it breaks down, that next level is going to be 2,253. And because there's a big sell-off, okay, there may be a follow-up move to that. Okay, but normally what we would expect is after a big sell-off, like this, okay, we should have a bit of a retracement, and if the market's going to carry on selling, it should sell from a resistance, and this is that good buy kiss I just drew on the 1 hourly chart as well. So a bit of a pullback and then continuing to sell is also logical. And also, if the market doesn't go up but comes down a little bit, going long is logical as well, because we're in that channel, and this is the bottom of the channel, nice and easy. We've got a few gaps to fill down here still, as you can see, but we're in a volatile world, and accordingly, market picking up from here is okay. Remember, this 2,282 was on the weekly, and 2,282, as you can see, was here, just shy of it this week. So like I said, might still come down into this zone, and the market may buy, or the market may start to push up from this zone. As you can see, that was the box. Okay, breaks out of the box, now retesting that box. Okay, And we do have some breakout aspects today. So if the market does push up, there could be a breakout as well. So, you know, just be a bit mindful. Let's go into the euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar, yesterday the euro dollar was a swing day. Okay, so I thought buying the lows was a good idea since it was a swing day. And these were the Astro hours. As you can see, I pretty much entered upwards here. I've got 3 targets. 1, 2, 3 going in there. Okay, and this is the funded account, so this is why it's a bit different than the other platform, but it's the same thing at the end of the day. So what you got to do with the euro dollar as well is to kind of like from here we can still push upwards. Now the next swing day for this is tomorrow. Okay, so as you can see, that was a big push down from above, big fall. Okay, so market going up into a swing day Wednesday is okay. So following this up is okay, and if you entered yesterday at the swing low, you should have been okay. As you can see, we were at 44.0729. The market did make 0733. Astro hour here, going long on the U-turn was okay. Also this channel, as you can see, it broke out. So on the breakout, pushing up, okay, was the way to go. As you can see, this is a U-turn on a 15-minute chart. And despite the fact that the Astro hours came in a bit later yesterday, market still held its ground. So this is a big push down, kind of like a double bottom. We've broken the neckline, retested it, okay, pushing up. So if you want to get into the game here, then you can wait for a pullback, or you can buy it on the opening or daily pivot if it comes back to push up again. Okay, if you entered yesterday, you can follow it through. As you can see, I've left positions open from yesterday, okay, which I can do. I don't usually leave them open over the weekend, but you know, over the course of the week, leaving positions open is okay for me anyway. I feel okay with it psychologically. It's not a problem because we're going from one swing day to the other, and you know, that kind of thing, and it's all under control in terms of risk and money management. So SP 500, now as you can see, we're at tops here. This is a bit of a dilemma. On the weekly, as you can see, we've got a breakout, so the market's still bullish and pulling up. If it was to come down, we would love to have bought it at 5,305, but this is the hourly chart. On a 15-minute chart, let's see, it didn't come down that far, as you can see. Okay, so let's push this up a little bit. Okay, push this up a little bit. Now also with the SP 500, Monday was a swing day. Okay, so we are at the tops, at the highs, but the market is bullish, but we'll have to see what's going on. So I'd rather wait for a reaction here. As you can see, on the weekly we've got a breakout, on the daily we're in a squeeze. So on the monthly, that 70 is still a target, which is 5,486, which, you know, as you can see, which is like up there. Okay, 5,486 is just way up there. So we'll see how things pan out. Okay, also things depend on the news. Yesterday, if you wanted to enter this, I guess you could have at the Astro hours. As you know, yesterday we had this 420, which was here. Yeah, 420, and that's basically it. You know, once the change happened, that was pretty much going up. This in the morning was 12:15, which you guys had. We had 1 o'clock. Yeah, we had 1 to 1:15. 1 there, and we also had remember 315. Okay, so 315 was there. Okay, so 315, 420. This would have been a logical spot. If you sold here, that would have also been logical. Not a problem, but you would have covered yourself at that support, because that's the support. That would have been like the support of London, right? So covering the trade is okay. Even in a situation like this, if you're selling, your stop loss is going to be just above the high of Asia, or above this white line here, somewhere around there, okay, which gives you ample time to cover the trade as well if things go pear-shaped. And as you can see here as well, the market comes down, just keeps pushing up in that direction. So on the daily, that level 65 is the support, which is 5,355. Which is right there. Okay, and as you can see, the market's been bouncing off it, which is like logical, and there are no gaps here. It's pretty much all filled in. Okay, so we're either going to push up from here, or what we're going to do is just, you know, crash down. Okay, so we have to be a bit careful. Also, like I said, waiting for the indices, always waiting for the New York sessions, a better idea. But if you want to trade it in London, then I'd wait for that 10:15 to 11:15 time zone, or that 2:30 to 3 o'clock zone. Okay, so from 2:30 to 3 o'clock, because yeah, that's how it is. Okay, and see how things go. Also from here, we've got some breakout aspects. So if the market is, you know, you feel like it's not going out, and if like we've got news, let's say, let's come here with the news. If the news is bad and it's pushing down or whatever, oh bloody hell, let's just sign in. Okay, because we've got news this week. So tomorrow we've got news, so the market might just hang around there. These are going to be important. You know, we've got FOMC and so on. And tomorrow, 9 o'clock, let's see if we've got anything crazy happening. Yeah, we've got something happening at 9:30, but yeah, nothing like too crazy. So this I understand. So from here we might have a swing tomorrow. I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Today there's no news, so the market might just flow, and we'll see how things go. Now Monday, because it was a swing day, it can also be a high. And also last week, as you know, Friday was a swing day for Dow Jones, I think it was. It was a swing day for Dow Jones. Alright, so what does that mean? That the market might have made a high on Friday, which Monday is a retest, and then it's a sell-off. Okay, so that's also logical. If you're using your ATM as well, going to your 1 hour chart, you see selling at the Astro hours like becomes logical if you're up here somewhere to push down. Okay, and that level is 43, which is 5,344. And if this thing breaks, you know, it's got room to come down. So it's the impulse wave on the PST, and then follow down. As you can see, there's a big divergence here as well. Market's made a higher high, but the PST is on the lower end. Alright, so like, you know, divergence as well. So market selling from this zone is also an option. We're going to have to play both ways. Like I said, waiting for the US session might be the way to go. Let's take a look at Dow Jones on this one. Now with the Dow Jones, let's see what we have. Now, as you can see, we've got a breakout there on the price. Okay, this zone was a sell zone, as you can see, so the market did that nicely. On the weekly, we're in the middle of nowhere, so this could go both ways. On the monthly, we've bounced off the support. The resistance will be today 52, which is 38,971. So 38,971 might be a good level to sell off. 38,971 is just there. Okay, so 38,971 could be a level where the market can sell off as well. Now with Dow Jones 2, Monday, Friday, all the indices are Monday, Friday. So if the Monday is the high, selling down is okay, and this is breaking down, so that's also okay. So the market might actually push down here. Okay, if you want to sell it off, you're gonna try to do that here or slightly higher there to push down. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. I guess we're going to have the same kind of scenario here as well, since the swings are the same. Monday, market goes up, closes the gap, and market's selling off. So on the daily, let's take a look where we're at. On the daily, oh nice, 72, that's your resistance. So 19,124.26. Again, this zone is okay to sell if the market goes up there. You can wait for a U-turn at an Astro hour as well, or this thing can just keep pushing down for a retracement, because we have got a gap to close out here. So the market coming back down is not a bad idea to go back up. If you take this as an impulse wave on the daily chart, so if the market does want to retrace, coming back a little bit, at least into the 62.5, as you can see, but the 60 level below is giving us 18,907. 18,907 is going to be like, yeah, still up there somewhere. Okay, so you have to be careful, because that's the first target, and the lowest target is that 18,793, which is still above that. So this 18,793,794 is one level. The others are pretty close, as you can see. So if you sell it off, just be mindful that you need to cover the trade, because there's a weekly breakout. So maybe don't sell it at all. If it comes back, look for a buy as well, because of this weekly breakout, and we really don't want to stand against a breakout here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, remember, these were sell levels up here. Market bought on the swing day, and now, well, it looks like yesterday was a big crash down. Okay, wow, this is not, oh, this isn't yesterday, this is today in the Asia session, isn't it? So Bitcoin had Monday, Thursday, Saturday. So that's your Monday. Market dropping down all the way into these levels. And now this is going to give you an opportunity to get in, but I would still wait if you're going to buy. If you're going to buy, wait. Okay, yesterday I said this is also a bit of a sandwich zone, as you can see. So that's 79.38 was a level, but the market just sold off yesterday. Let's see what that is. That's 9 o'clock. We had 10:36. 10:36 is there. Plus we add 6 to 8. This is 6. That's 8 there. Okay, so yeah, not very clear at all. Okay, so it's not very clear at all. Not much to do here on Bitcoin. at all, because the astro hours and the prices not really in correlation. Okay, so what we want to do is get a good price to get in the game at the right time. So maybe 415, 420 yesterday, this would have been a buy level. If you went in, you should have been okay. This is obviously a bit of a surprise, but astrologically it's not a surprise actually. This is 445. Yeah, this is not a surprise at all. Okay, not at all. Okay, disruptive, yeah, situation. What should you do with this? Well, you can still hang around. You might want to hang around until 2:40 before you do anything with this one. So from 2:30 to 3 o'clock might be the way to go with the cryptos. All right, because until then it'll be at adjustment levels. If you find a good level from 10:30 to 11:15 or 10:15 to 11:15, it's also doable. Okay, it's also doable, but as you can see from the daily chart, maybe we just got a bit more room to go down. So I'd be careful in buying. Just be mindful, because this is a sell zone. You see, these highs are sell zones, and if the only buying you can do really is if the market comes down at least into this zone here, right? Kind of like comes into this wick zone here, right, between this red line and this line, and then we'll think about it. All right, have a good one.